Hello everybody, welcome back. Second stream of the day. We got a new 3.21 patch in the PTU and it's looking good. They actually added the 3 jump points in the patch notes this time. So it seems like that it was definitely intended for them to be in there and for us to know about them now. So we're going to go visit the Magnus system because you can actually jump to all 3 points from wherever you want now. Easy as that. Just jump to them. So we're going to go visit the Magnus system, or not the system, but the jump point itself. I'm already there. So all we got to do is just spawn back into the game. Which we're going to do here in just a moment. But we're going to check it out, fly around a bit, and we might go visit the other 2 as well while we're at it, since it's easier now. What's up, Dire Wolf? Nice to see you again. 2 streams today. Good job. Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's also nice to be able to put a stream out there for anybody who does not have the PTU downloaded, so they can go and see it for themselves as well. As you can see here, Stanton Magnus. So let's see if it works. Let's see if it's gonna spawn us back into the station. How's it going, Mac Pigeon? Don't mind me lurking while working. All right. No worries. Oh, something happened. Are we in the station? Check it out. It looks like we're there. It says Magnus jump point station. Turn off comms because we don't need that. Oh, let me unmute Discord here for a second. So give me 1 second here. Whole Armor, what's up, man? I'm back finally. The gurney of death. Or that's a trolley. The trolley of death. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. So this station, the inside, I'm not going to take a tour of it. It's nothing special. But we'll take a look at the view here. Each one has their own little view. So the gas cloud is actually red and white. Or like a rust-colored red and white.
Welcome to the ASUS vehicle retrieval system.
Get my defender out.
Your vehicle has been delivered.
What hangar? Hangar 2. Thank God. I was tired of hearing that trolley bounce around. All right, and we're back. So yeah, you can jump to any of them now. Any of the jump points from wherever you're at. And you can spawn there. Do whatever you want. So we're going to go ahead and get some fuel. Super Shaved, what's up, man? Good to see you. Oh, ship doesn't want to move. There we go. Oh, well, I already messed up. So this station looks a lot different than the other two stations. This one looks like Port Olisar mixed with one of the prefab stations.
I just sat back down, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm streaming right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Got a 890 jump down there, inspecting stuff. Yeah, it is a pretty structure. Definitely my favorite station out of all three jump points. Look like people are afraid to land at the station for some reason. I don't know why. The particles are looking good. Yeah, I agree. They look fantastic. Coming into the nebula though, I will say there was some smearing and some you could see it looked a little blocky kind of coming in. But it still wasn't bad though. And you can notice here with the splines that there's less structures here for cargo than there is on the other jump points. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the gas cloud now. Playing a dangerous game here. Okay, we're in the clear now. So that's good. So you can see it's like a... You got like a fluorescent white, and then you have like a rusty eggshell colored on the other side, mixed in with a little bit of red. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spool up, and then I'm going to quantum to somewhere. Clear the route so we can see more. And I think I'm gonna head in this direction, and then I'm just going to set up the camera, and we'll cut off quantum once we get right outside of the gas cloud. Okay. So I'm lined up. Here we go. Alright, cut it off. There we go. Look at that. Let me turn around. I love the little orange-red accents on the tips. The tips of the pineapple. Also wanted to call it an early night, but apparently there's been a new patch. Yep. I feel the same way you do. Yo, got cruise control now. See if I can get another angle. What I'm gonna do, clear that. It's not letting me select it. Yeah, I know. Why are you wasting your time going? Why are all of us wasting our time going here manually when we can just wait for CIG to do it for us? Okay. You gonna do it? There we go. Only brought us a little bit closer. So where's the other one? We want to go to the station, not the jump point. Well, in our defense, in the first patch, it looked accidental. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It did, for sure. We had no idea if they meant it or not. And we had no idea if they were going to fix any of the issues going on with it. Like, we were kind of thinking that maybe it was just put in the patch and then they were just going to forget about it for a bit. I still got cruise control on, that's why. Let's target that. Target Arc L3. See if we can get a different angle. Actually, we would need one from... Let's go Mikkel 4. Still obstructed, huh? How are we obstructed? We'll target Miko 1. Does that work? That works. 100% sure it wouldn't survive into live, but here we bloody are. 3 of the best stations to call home. Alright, let me set up my camera. Okay. We're good. Oh, stop, stop. A little bit too far. But we get to see the whole thing now. We actually get to see both sides.
Engines, power low. Engines, power low.
Turn her around. Flip the camera around. Yeah, really cool. Hey, stop it. Arthur, stop. My dogs are over here biting me. They really want to play. Roadmap roundup is also looking quite lovely, I see. It looks like they just took the everything from the past. Martha, get out of here. Stop it. Stop. It looks like they took everything from the last nomenclature and just moved it over and made it committed. It's all the same stuff from before. She's over there biting the ankles of my other dog now. She's desperate. I do want to take a peek of this reddish side over here. Let's go off in this direction. I agree, Kaiser. It's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good vehicles and ships. Got a bunch of new missions. It's a shame there's nothing on the other side of this, so that way I can get a peek of the other side, but... I have a cat that loves to play all the time. Bites my fingers playfully, consistently. Oh yeah, they just want our attention. They got no life other than be obsessed with us, that's all. I don't want the jump point. I want the station. There we go. Oh, it's going to take us to the jump point first. Okay. Fine. Quantum doesn't want to do its thing, so I gotta re-spool. Yeah, that's so cool. It's never these locations are never gonna get old. Let's try from... Let's see what the angle looks like from jumping to Mikkel 3.
Systems activating. Systems on. Engines power low.
Oh yeah, this is a great angle right here. Oh, this is great. This is a great view. Holy shit. I wish it had more vibrant of the rust color, the red-orange color. I think it needs more of that for sure. But it still looks really cool. I really want these gas clouds to have some sort of electromagnetic. I want it to affect your ship going through it, your ship's power. Love the spiral arm plasma format. I was watching Salty Mike, and he was saying that CIG's inspiration for the jump points were a pineapple. So they kind of modeled it after a pineapple. So I think that's kind of cool. All right. Let's go. I haven't seen Pyro jump point since they fixed it. So I'm going to go jump over there real quick. So nice, you could just jump to him now. It was really fun kind of following the expeditions though, of people going there manually. I tried going to Terra and Pyro manually, and that was a bust, but it was fun. Very real world physics with the anomaly pulling matter into its influence. Yeah. QT looks better. It's just because it's a it's green like this and different than the other ships because it's an alien ship. We got a long ways to go. GNQT is still the sexiest in my opinion. I agree. I like them all. I think I like them all equally, actually. Oh, looks like less cartoony. I never saw it as cartoony. So I made a list for a video. I brought it up in the last stream that I did. I was going to do a video on the possible next upcoming systems, and I wrote down 17. And I have the reasons why. So I guess since I got nothing else to do, and you guys are stuck with me, I'll go through my list and the reasons why. So, of course, you have Pyro, right? And then you have Nyx. Nyx has Delamar over at Levski. The Odin system, mainly just because of Squadron 42. We know it's in there. The Vega system, because that's in Squadron 42. Then you got Magnus, because it's... I've heard rumors that that's possibly in Squadron 42 too, but I'm not sure about that. Definitely not sure. But Magnus has some pretty good jump points. I think it has some of the best jump points out of the rest of them here. They have obviously a jump point to Stanton, jump point to Ellis and Terra, and it's also the home of Drake Interplanetary. So yeah, Pyro, Nyx, Odin, Vega, Terra, and Magnus, I believe, are the first 6 that we're gonna get. And then from then on, due to lore reasons, and also from little teases that we've seen, so like the Arena Commander maps are based in Tyrannus and Ellis systems. So we know that they actually have done a little bit of work, at least made Arena Commander maps, so that it's likely, maybe a little bit more likely, that we get the Tyrannus and Ellis system. They've shown off the Lear system in past CitizenCon demos. I'm not even sure if they even bothered to do any more work with them, but that's, the Lear system is where the sand cave, or not the sand cave, the sandworm comes from. So the Lear system might have some work done, who knows. After that, let's see, the Bremen system, because the Mezzer regime mostly came from the Bremen system. Also, mostly where a lot of the space tech industry kind of comes from. The Hadrian system would be high on my list, because it's kind of where the UEE and the Xi'an have like a stalemate going on, and it's also the border of the Xi'an system. They have a checkpoint there going into the Xi'an system. So if they were to put the Xi'an in the game, that's, the Hadrian system's probably high up there to be a system that comes into Star Citizen. If they were to put the Banu in the game, you would probably have the Bacchus system or the Yulin system. The Yulin system is the mecca of, like, the Banu mecca of trade. And then the Bacchus is like the known, or supposedly the known, home world of the Banu. Then you have, for, let's say, if they were going to do anything with the Tavaran, the Centauri system and the Cabal system are pretty big ones for the Tavaran. The first Tavaran War was, I believe, centered in the Centauri system, and one of the first humans settled systems, so that would be pretty significant lore-wise. Cabal system, because it's UEE controlled, and Tavaran actually won it back because that was their homeworld before the war. And essentially, I guess after the Tavaran War, the Tavaran kind of, they don't really have a homeworld anymore, and they've kind of scattered across the galaxy and made whatever they come across their home. And then you have the Elysian system. Oh, here we go. Never mind. The Elysian system is the old Tavaran homeworld, not the Cabal system. I got that wrong. But they were, the Tavaran were settled in the Cabal system. But that's my list of first 17 to come in the game. $5 million away. That ate up a lot of time. Gonna go check out the Pyro station. Yeah, you got to, man. You got to. It was so janky the first time it was put into the patch. I'm glad they actually cared enough to go back and fix it. Yeah, Kaiser, no one needs sleep. It's not a thing anybody needs. Not when you got Star Citizen in your life. Oh, we're coming up. Oh, there she is. Looks like we're on the darker side. Okay, we're good to go. Oh yeah, look at that. No more shader issues. Wow. Yeah, Pyro's look, they all look amazing, but Pyro definitely looks the best. I'm gonna go ahead and land, so that way I can refuel. I love that it works now. All right, cool.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Uh-oh. Looks like landing services might actually be bugged. That sucks. Yep. It's not gonna do it. Damn. Okay. Well, I guess we're taking back off.
Landing gear up.
Oh, that looks so much better. It's so far out, though, compared to the other ones. Yeah, I could do this for hours. Just do this right here. Just pretend. All right, let's go check out Terra now. So yeah, that I'm super happy with how everything looks now. That looks so good. We'll give Terra a little flyby. Still got enough fuel. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that looks so good. Bye-bye. The Pyro station's got some lovely gear for sale. Might go make that my home once 321 hits live. I think that's going to be everybody's home. The only thing is, it is so far, all of them are so far away from anything that you'd be doing in the game anyways. Let's, while we're doing this, let's read some roadmap roundup, right? Let me go bring that up real quick. And then I'll read that off. Let's see. Roadmap roundup. There it goes. All right, noticeable changes. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read. This week we're introducing 321 column to the roadmap, which will house features content that were previously listed for 20.x. We've made the decision to increment the alpha to 20.x patch nomenclature to 21. The primary reason for this increment is to signify Star Citizen approaching the next major milestone in its online networking technology, which warrants a proper step up. We will introduce a new testing channel aimed to at graduating new underlying technology. This new channel allows the dev teams to get players on a version of the game that matches the current live release in both content and features, but that introduces large tech changes that must be validated, graduated, and ultimately mission proven before making their way to live services, which I wish they would have done this with 318 with persistence. In short, this next step towards server meshing after deploying persistent entity streaming earlier this year, with the replication layer moving off of the game servers, this allows the game server to be an authority over a specific area rather than the entire game universe. While the player experience won't change much at first, and the game server will stick with managing Stanton to start with, this is a major step forward to Alpha 4.0 and beyond. The wording that they use right here, the game server will stick with managing Stanton to start with. That's very peculiar wording right there, because it's kind of insinuating that they're still gonna be testing the replication layer with a different system in mind, maybe Pyro, because they put emphasis on managing Stanton to start with. So maybe they're insinuating something there. Who knows? But they always like to use words like that, and they never meant to use it like that. For more information on the replication layer, yeah, I'm not gonna read that. Okay. New Crusader platforms, adding 3 new points of interest in Crusader's atmosphere, providing new locations, missions, and loot. Retrieve consignment, new mission type where players are tasked with locating critical items in consignment lists, then safely extracting them. Steal evidence, a new criminal mission type where players are tasked with infiltrating security post Korea and stealing files from Crusader security for a hefty payout. The A1 Spirit replication layer update. So with this patch cycle, replication layer will be moved off the game servers and set up in its own standalone service. This allows greater server recovery in the event of a crash. This also a critical step towards server meshing. So let's hope this gets rid of or alleviates our 30Ks. We'll see if that works. Who knows? This is a goal to release 21 ahead of launching the preview channel with the replication layer update. Once the preview channel comes online, it will run in parallel with our live servers. Once we feel the replication layer work is reliable, we'll migrate it over to the live servers in a 21.x patch. Let's see how the game is going real quick. We made it. Alright, so let me go back and finish reading this. Vehicle tractor beams. Implementing tractor beams attached to ships, either remote operated or turret-like attachment. This allows players to move and tow bigger objects, including other ships. They need to come in with an ISC or something and tell us more about what we can and can't do with them. Temporal Storm, building, implementing. Yep. C1 Spirit, and then the SRV. It's all stuff that we knew about. The replication layer is kind of a good thing to see on there. I'm happy about that. Man, look at that. It definitely, you know, for this being a little bit more of a calmer gas cloud, it does look the instead of the middle looking and the pineapple looking, it looks the same as the others, but the gas cloud rings around it look different than the others. Alright, we'll land here and get some fuel.
Landing gear down.
Please proceed to side landing bay.
Oh, we're all the way over here.
complete. Have a pleasant stay.
All right. Hey, look, this one works. Cool. So they'll probably fix it in a patch, upcoming patch here. Was the lore that the gas is shooting out from the other systems? Yeah. Yeah, that's how I believe it to be. Is that each side is one system and the other side is the other system, kind of, and they're both spilling out and circling back in on itself. I'm gonna take a look at something real quick. I want to take a look at the lore of Magnus real quick, because I really don't know much about Magnus. Let's see. Load up a little bit. First discovered in 2499, Magnus was a small, entirely undistinguished system, 3 planets orbiting a Type K main sequence star, dimmer than Earth's own sun. Magnus did not have the pull to generate the system of outer planets or an extensive network of jump point tie-ins. Surveys have located no protoplanets, gas pockets, or asteroid fields in the system's environments. Interesting. Surrounding Magnus is the deepest, most desolate space imaginable. So I can see this being pretty... it's only got 3 planets. Borea, Magnus, and Magnus 4? So there's at least 4 different... okay. The process happened quickly. Magnus distance from well-traveled space, plus the availability of heavy metals and the anticipated ease of terraforming Magnus 2, resulted in a military commission closed terraforming starting in 2533. So they tried to terraform here too, huh? I thought the only place they tried to terraform was Microtech. By the late 26th century, Magnus has become a large-scale naval base. And the source of a great deal of ship construction. This lasted approximately 50 years until budget cutbacks and desire to focus operations in other systems like Killian led to the large-scale abandonment of Magnus. So that's going to be interesting to go see if we do manage to get it in game. Effects of terraforming had not yet completely transformed the planet, and a 10-year period of extreme solar flares hampered its transition to a temperate world, increasing the decay of the UEE facilities and generally reducing overall interest in resettling Magnus. Result was an eerie, depopulated ghost world, with declining structures full of refining and shipbuilding equipment considered too expensive to move elsewhere. During this period, the system's population declined to less than 30,000, most of whom had no legal right to their encampments. Original military classification of Magnus system expired and other colonists were technically allowed to move in. Seeing no practical use for the system, the UEE opted not to renew their lease claims for the sole inhabitable planet's landmasses. The age of single-state colonization having long since ended, Magnus colonials were a ragtag group of outbackers, claim jumpers, and assortment of similar, less savory types, trying to escape their reputations on the core worlds. That is going to be very interesting. That's going to be cool to see. Result was a system with reputable or wild anything goes atmosphere where humans could live along the margins of the law. A culture supporting this system has since arisen organically with a kill or be killed attitude and has developed into a strictly held frontier style code of honor. Recent years, Magnus 2 Borea has become more civilized, increasingly playing its reputation and fading ghost towns for tourist credits. It's still among more dangerous human settled worlds. While the government has come to adhere more to the formal systems, assassinations are still not uncommon. This culture is not one-sided. However, for all the lawlessness, Magnus is seen as a place where anyone can start anew. Okay. So it's kind of like a middle ground in between like a Pyro and a Stanton. Strongly believes in ignoring an individual's past in favor of his or her potential. I like that. That's really cool. So if we ever manage to get it in game, that's going to be awesome. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there, guys. I wanted to just take a quick look at Magnus and the other two jump points and just check up on them for this patch. So it's awesome that you can just jump to any of them now. So get in there and check it for yourself. I hope you guys had some fun. I liked kind of digging into the lore a little bit and saying more about Magnus because I had no idea what it was. We read the roadmap roundup, so there's some good stuff in there with the replication layer and a lot of good ships. So thank you guys for coming in and checking out the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and have a good rest of your day, guys. Take care.